Hello and welcome to the Harley J Way. The Harley J Way. Yay. I'm your host, Harley J.
Hey, it's me, Harley J, from the Harley J Way. Your favorite. Actually, I'm not a talk show host. Well, I want to be one day, but not yet. Maybe I'm your favorite film director, but I'm definitely your favorite podcaster, right? Yeah. Well, today's episode is going to be about two things. It's going to be about defining the world and making sure you will define something. That's important. And then a message from me and many other people who I've seen don't like what I don't like. We all share the same thing. And I'm going to talk about this thing first. It's explicit. It's called explicit because a lot of people use explicit words. They use explicit words and they think it will make them a better person. And of course, there have been studies that do say that using explicit words, an explicit manner, explicit everything, might make you feel better, but it's not good. And I say that because I've seen many people, many things, many everything that are like that. And I think that because of it, it gets to people's heads so much that they just don't prevent it. And when I say that, I literally mean there are many, if you look on Apple Music, that you can see there are many songs that are not marked as explicit when they are totally explicit. Like there's even a song that Cardi B is in that is not marked explicit, and it's very, very explicit. And you can hear the explicit in it, even if it's not explicit. Now, just note, if you don't know what explicit means, it means using swear words. So, yeah. And I just want people to stop doing that. So please, stop doing that. Don't think it will make you a better person, because it's actually going to make you not as good of a person. And, yeah. Just don't do it. Don't write about it. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. So, the next thing what we were talking about before. Oh, yes. How to define yourself. What do I say by this? Well, first let me explain. I got this idea for this part of the podcast today. I was looking at my email and I saw I saw one of the emails I had in my inbox that I've read before was my dad. He sent me an article from Wall Street Journal that was 12 entertainers and artists who will define 2021. And I realized that is what we need. We need people to define the next year, the next month, the next generation. And I'm part of this next generation. I'm part of the generation of today. Because I'm young. I'm only 10 years old. But I'm young, and I'm able to push through it. I am a definer of this generation, of my generation. You might be a definer of your generation. But if you want to be a definer, do something that matters. And I'm not saying that you don't matter, that what you do doesn't matter. No. I'm saying that if you have a mission, you have to make it happen. That is what we need. And if you want to define the next year, the next whatever, define it. I know you can define it. I know you can be you. Whatever that means to you. However the word define means. You have to define the next month, the next year, the next whatever. You have to define your job. You have to define everything you stand for. If you stand for something, you gotta define it. That might sound confusing, but it's true. Now, going a little bit back to what we talked about earlier, do not define with explicit manner. Do not do that. That is horrible. You should not be doing that. But going back to defining, you must define what you want to define. It's pretty simple. You got it? Good. Because, well, There are so many ways to define something, to show that you care about something. Got it? Good. Now, one last thing. I'm going to go back to what I was saying before about explicit manner. Do not use explicit manner! It is horrible! And there is one person I want to stand up for. I don't know their name, but I once saw this video. There was this young kid, he said this. Adults, you must stop saying explicit manner. It's mean and it's not appropriate. Yep, you heard it. When you think you're saying something that's appropriate, completely inappropriate, and I say appropriate, not inappropriate. When you're saying something that's appropriate, it might not be appropriate. And any swear words, any explicit manner is inappropriate. So, here's the thing. So many people use explicit, inappropriate manner to reach new heights. They shouldn't be doing that. And I don't want you to do that too. Because this is the thing that separates us. This is the thing that has created the worst of the worst. It has helped the worst of the worst grow more. So don't use explicit manner. It is horrible. If you do, well, as in the words of the vegan teacher on TikTok, which I do not like her, even though I'm vegan, you are a demon if you use swear words in explicit manner. So no. Thanks for subscribing to this podcast. If you haven't, make sure to subscribe. And thanks for listening. So yeah, peace out.